Hello everyone, and welcome to RPG DIY, your channel for all things tabletop gaming. Today's project is based on a request from one of my subscribers. When I was showing my DM travel kit, he noticed this was in there. And what this is a miniature DM screen that I've made to fit in there. I'm going to show you how to build this. But the great thing is you can build a full-size one using the same techniques, just larger panels. And I'm going to get to it and show you exactly what you're going to need for everything. Now, if you like what you're watching, hit the like button, subscribe, and the bell icon so you know when more videos are coming out. And so let's get started. Okay, now for this project, the things you're going to need is obviously some scissors or an X-Acto knife. I like 4 panels on mine, so these are from the Dollar Tree, the Crafter's Squares. They come 2 to a pack, so you need a couple of those if you want to go. Well, you're going to need 2 anyway, because if you want to do 3. Also some document protectors, also from the Dollar Tree. Your stats and everything you want inside the screen, as well as any artwork that you might want on the outside of the screen, all printed to size. I use black duct tape to edge it and put it together. You can use any color you want. And to help kind of hold the protectors in place when you're sizing them and taping them all together, some double stick tape. Now, once you've taken these out of their packages, it makes no difference which side you use. This side, the double stick tape, if you want to use it to hold the protector into place while you're doing all the edge taping, you can do. So you want to cut this to size. So you already have a sealed edge here, and you want to try to keep that. So you put it against that the back of it here, and the open end being over here. And then you take a marker, and you can just run it like this. And then using that as your guide, simply cut it out. All right, so once you've got that, so you've got 2 open ends. And so then you lay it here. Take your duct tape. And you don't have to have it exact, just get it close enough because you can always make spot repairs as you go. And then I take the piece and I just tear it in half. Save the other half, and then simply place it right here. And I try not to cover the open end because I want to be able to slide pieces in and out of there. So, and then just fold it over like that. Take your time. I'm doing this a little quicker than normal for the sake of the video. And then we have our other closed end there. So I'm going to take and kind of get that to about the right size that I want. Now the upper section that's open, you don't have to worry about leaving it open because you want that sealed anyway. So this takes a little practice. Like that. And then just fold it over this way. And then take another piece this way. like that. Now this little corner area up here, I can just tear off a small piece and cover that, or even just paint it. So you have basically one panel here. Now, if you want, now what you can do, it's a little more difficult this way, but to do both sides at the same time. That way you can use one piece of tape to hold both the inner and the outer thing together. But a lot of times it's easier to do it separately like this. And then you can also, if you don't tack this down too hard, you can lift this up and then put your plastic down for the side too, and then put it down. But I like to just do two different sides. It's easier, and it's hard to manipulate both sides of these plastics. So now you've got this open end, and what I like to do is take this last piece, kind of get it to size. And this is the harder part, is you find your open end. So you just have the one layer, and there's still a layer of plastic. And then you can lay your tape down here on the inside piece. And that way you've got it tacked down on four sides, and you have your open piece in order to put your artwork in. Now what you do is you do this both sides for all your panels, and then I'll show you how to, we'll go straight to this where I'll show you how to cut your piece to slide it in there, whether it be the artwork or the stats. I've got both sides set up now. So then, kind of doing the same thing, you take your piece that you have printed to size, and you kind of figure out where you want it to go. Take your pen, do a rough trace, and this can be trimmed down to fit, but at least it'll give you a good guide. In fact, what you can do is cut kind of inside that line, not right on it. Just like that. So you have one side, and then you can figure out what artwork you want and put it on this side. Then when you have all your panels, whether it be 3 or 4 together, I'll show you how to tape them. All right, now after you have all your panels done, now you're going to put them together. Now, to make sure they fold correctly so they don't get stuck, you don't want to tape them like this. You want to put them together, and then take some more duct tape to rough size there. This kind of tore for me, so we're just going to run with that. There. And then, so you're going to take it, get it lined up, and then you're going to tape it like this. And fold it over. Like that. Then you're going to open it up like this, and then take your other piece, place it down the middle like this, and then do the center first, so you have like a hinge there, and then you can take little extra pieces and kind of cover your ends like this. So that way it'll fold correctly. You might need to work it a little bit. So there you go there. Now when you've got your two that you're going to do ready to go, then what you're going to do is you're going to fold them like this. Figure out where you want the center. If you want the center here, if you're doing a 4-piece. And then you're going to fold them like that. And since it's going to open like this, put them together, put the very front and the very back sides together, and you're kind of going to do the same thing with the tape, but this time you don't really need to tear it in half because it needs to be wide enough to cover the whole thing. So you pick it up, line it up, and try to get it on the center. And then push it down like that and open it up. It's going to be sticky because it's going to have a gap in there. All right. So then you stretch that out as much as you can, get it even. And then you do take the next one, kind of, that's a little wide, so we'll tear it that way. Place it down here like that. Again, try to get the tape in the middle stuck first because that's where your fold is going to be. You can loop it over like that. And you can do a lot of cleanup later. So that way, when these go together, they fold correctly, just like that. Okay, there you go. Now what I did with this one is I made it permanent. I just glued the pictures and the information directly to there and laminated it with Dollar Tree packing tape, actually. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below and show me what you make when you try this. And if you have any suggestions of maybe doing something better, let me know. I'm always willing to learn. So until we talk again, may all your rolls be with advantage.